Welcome to our ultimate guide on energy sources. Today we'll explore both renewable and non-renewable energy sources, their uses and their impact on our planet. Get ready to become an energy expert. Let's talk about coal, a sedimentary rock that's been powering our world for centuries. Imagine digging deep into the earth and pulling out chunks of this black or brownish-black rock. That's coal. It's made up mostly of carbon. And when you burn it, it releases heat, which we can use to generate electricity. Think of a giant pot of water over a fire. The fire is like burning coal, heating the water to create steam. That steam spins turbines which are connected to generators, and boom, we've got electricity. But burning coal releases carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, which contribute to climate change. It's like wrapping our planet in a big, thick blanket, causing temperatures to rise and weather patterns to shift. That's why it's so important to find cleaner, more sustainable ways to power our world. Next up, we've got oil, also known as petroleum, another fossil fuel that plays a huge role in our lives. Unlike solid coal, oil is a liquid often found deep underground or beneath the ocean floor. It's formed over millions of years from the remains of tiny marine organisms. Think of it like this: imagine a massive salad bowl filled with microscopic sea creatures. Over time, they get buried under layers of sand and mud. The pressure and heat transform them into a thick, gooey liquid. That's oil. We extract oil by drilling wells into the earth and pumping it out. Then it's transported to refineries where it's transformed into gasoline, diesel fuel and other products. Oil is incredibly versatile. It powers our cars, trucks and airplanes. But just like coal, burning oil releases greenhouse gases, contributing to climate change. And oil spills can have devastating impacts on ecosystems and wildlife. Now let's talk about natural gas, another fossil fuel found deep underground, often alongside oil. It's mostly made up of methane, a colorless, odorless gas. Don't worry though, we add a special smell to it so we can detect leaks. Think of natural gas like the lighter fluid of fossil fuels. It burns cleaner than coal or oil, releasing fewer greenhouse gases when burned. That's why it's often touted as a bridge fuel as we transition to a cleaner energy future. We extract natural gas through drilling, just like oil. It's then transported through pipelines to power plants and homes. While it's cleaner than coal and oil, natural gas is still a fossil fuel, meaning it's a finite resource and contributes to climate change. The extraction process, known as fracking, can also have environmental impacts such as groundwater contamination and increased earthquake activity. Get ready to dive into the world of atoms because we're talking about nuclear energy. This energy source comes from splitting the nuclei of atoms, typically uranium, in a process called nuclear fission. Imagine splitting a tiny atom and unleashing a massive amount of energy. That's nuclear fission in a nutshell. It's a powerful process that allows us to generate a lot of electricity from a small amount of fuel. Nuclear power plants use this process to heat water, create steam, and spin turbines, just like coal-fired power plants. But here's the difference. Nuclear power plants don't produce greenhouse gases during operation. However, it's important to acknowledge the challenges associated with nuclear power. Nuclear waste, a byproduct of fission, is radioactive and needs to be stored safely for a very long time. So, while nuclear energy can play a role in a clean energy future, it's crucial to prioritize safety, waste management, and public acceptance. Now, let's shift gears and explore the incredible world of renewable energy, starting with solar power. Every day, the sun showers our planet with an enormous amount of energy, more than enough to power our entire world many times over. Solar panels, those sleek, shiny panels you often see on rooftops, are designed to capture sunlight and convert it directly into electricity. It's like magic, but with science. These panels are made up of photovoltaic cells which act like tiny batteries, absorbing sunlight and releasing electrons to create an electrical current. Solar energy is clean, abundant, and sustainable. Plus, once solar panels are installed, the fuel sunlight is completely free. That's right, free energy from the sky. Solar energy can be used to power homes, businesses, and even entire communities. As technology advances and costs continue to decline, solar energy is becoming an increasingly accessible and affordable option for a cleaner, brighter future. Get ready to be blown away by the power of wind energy. For centuries, humans have harnessed the wind to sail ships and grind grain. Today, we're using it to generate electricity on a massive scale. Wind turbines, those tall, graceful structures you often see dotting hillsides or coastlines, are designed to capture the kinetic energy of the wind and convert it into electricity. Think of them like giant windmills, but instead of grinding grain, they spin generators to produce clean energy. As the wind blows, it turns the blades of the turbine, which are connected to a rotor. The rotor spins a generator, which produces electricity. Wind energy is another clean, renewable, and sustainable energy source. While wind energy is intermittent, meaning it's not always available when we need it, advancements in battery storage technology are helping to overcome this challenge. Let's dive into the world of hydropower, a renewable energy source that harnesses the power of flowing water to generate electricity. It's one of the oldest and most widely used forms of renewable energy, dating back centuries. Hydropower plants capture this energy by building dams or diversions to create a difference in water levels. This difference in water levels creates pressure, which forces water through turbines, spinning them and generating electricity. Hydropower is a clean, renewable, and reliable source of energy. However, it's important to acknowledge the potential environmental impacts of hydropower, such as altering river ecosystems and affecting fish migration patterns. That's why it's crucial to carefully plan and manage hydropower projects to minimize their environmental footprint. Get ready to dig deep into the earth, because we're talking about geothermal energy, a renewable energy source that harnesses the heat stored within our planet's crust. It's like tapping into Earth's natural furnace. Imagine drilling a well deep into the earth where temperatures can reach hundreds or even thousands of degrees Fahrenheit. Geothermal power plants use this heat to generate electricity or provide direct heating. Geothermal energy is a clean, renewable, and reliable source of energy. It produces very low greenhouse gas emissions and has a relatively small environmental footprint. While geothermal energy has enormous potential, it's important to note that it's site-specific, meaning it's only viable in areas with significant geothermal activity. As we continue to explore and develop geothermal energy, we're tapping into a vast and sustainable source of clean power. Let's explore the fascinating world of biomass, a renewable energy source that harnesses the energy stored in organic matter, such as wood crops and waste products. It's like turning nature's leftovers into a valuable resource. Imagine collecting wood chips, crop residues, or even landfill gas and using them to generate electricity, heat homes, or even power vehicles. Biomass can be burned directly to produce heat or converted into biofuels, such as ethanol and biodiesel, which can be used as transportation fuels. Biomass is considered carbon neutral because the carbon dioxide released when it's burned is offset by the carbon dioxide absorbed by plants during their growth. However, it's important to ensure that biomass is produced sustainably without contributing to deforestation or competing with food production. By embracing sustainable biomass practices, we can tap into a valuable and renewable energy source. Get ready to ride the waves of the future with ocean energy, a vast and largely untapped renewable energy source that harnesses the power of tides, waves, and ocean currents. It's like harnessing the ocean's natural rhythm to generate clean power. Imagine harnessing the rise and fall of tides, the relentless crashing of waves, or the steady flow of ocean currents to generate electricity. Tidal energy utilizes the gravitational pull of the moon and sun to create predictable tides, which can be used to spin turbines and generate electricity. Wave energy captures the kinetic energy of ocean waves and converts it into electricity using various technologies such as buoys and submerged devices. Ocean energy is a clean, renewable, and virtually inexhaustible source of energy. While ocean energy is still in its early stages of development, it holds enormous promise for a sustainable energy future. As we continue to innovate and invest in ocean energy technologies, we're unlocking a vast and untapped source of clean power. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the world of energy sources. Remember, the future of energy is moving towards renewables to ensure a sustainable and secure planet for generations to come. We've explored the diverse world of energy sources, from fossil fuels to renewable alternatives. As we've seen, the choices we make about energy have a profound impact on our planet and our future. By embracing energy efficiency, investing in renewable energy technologies, and advocating for sustainable energy policies, we can create a brighter and more sustainable energy future for all.